Convesio specializes in help people scale e-commerce sites mostly, or anyone who transacts online. That could be membership sites or learning management sites that are high growth. We help them scale WordPress so that they can handle large amounts of transactions. And so we really specialize in what I'd consider to be mission critical sites that need to be high performance, up, and need a team of experts who can stand in the gap between the people who run the store on a daily basis and the people who know how to tune the infrastructure in WordPress for speed and performance. We tend to focus on all sorts and manners of e-commerce stores. We do a bunch of membership sites. We do a bunch of sites where people have online learning. And then we do a lot of large publications. So news sites that get large spikes of traffic when a news story breaks and they need to be able to scale up really quickly. And so you'll notice a specific trend in this, which is, lots of people online at once, flash sales, Black Friday, schools where they've got thousands of people taking a course all at once or logging in for a class all at once, or, scenarios, membership sites where people are logging in. Hard to cache, hard to scale type of sites is what we specialize in. So we started selling our product commercially in January of 2020. And we spent really a few years in R&D before that, just with beta clients and making sure, when we started Convesio, we weren't sure if we could actually architect this system the way that we did. We basically wiped the slate clean and we said, we're going to start from scratch. How would we architect a high scale system for WordPress? And it really hadn't been done the way we were considering doing it. And we didn't know if we could actually build it. So we spent a few years in R&D to figure out, is this a viable way to host WordPress using Docker containers and microservices and, scaling containers out. And so, once we got some feedback and some real use cases on that, we went to market in January of 2020 and haven't looked back really. Well, it was two things really. So one, I love WordPress and I love the web design space. And so I have always been frustrated by what I would consider to be some of the lack of innovation in hosting WordPress. So much of the world is hosted still on shared servers, and that's really great for some people. But when you start to get to the higher end need of these e-commerce stores, it's not suitable for them. And so I thought that there was this gap in the market where it's like, okay, you can roll your own highly scalable infrastructure on public cloud hyperscalers, but there's really no easy push button way for a person who's running a highly successful store to take advantage of that without hiring developers and engineers and scaling all that up and investing the money in that. So we really saw this gap in what we consider the mid-market. The other thing that I think was representative of that was there's a bit of an exodus going on right now from WordPress for these mid-market to enterprise stores going to Shopify, because Shopify really made it easy to solve scaling challenges for these high growth sites. And so I saw that trend and I didn't like it because Shopify is not open source and it's not part of the community of WordPress. And so I really wanted to solve this problem to stop the hemorrhaging of these high value, highly successful stores going to Shopify. Well, I would say the one thing that people are really don't know about us is, as awesome as our platform is and our infrastructure is, with you guys, we actually have a large component of what we do that's services. And some people have referred to us as like a managed service provider for WordPress and e-commerce. You know, sometimes you just can't throw more hardware at it, more horsepower. You know, WordPress, because of its nature, does have inherent challenges scaling. You know, when you get up to, it was never designed from the start to be an e-commerce platform. And so there's challenges with doing things, what I'd say, the right versus wrong way when you're scaling in WordPress. And so it's not just about providing an awesome scalable platform, but it's also about providing a lot of expertise to our clients and services to help make WordPress, WooCommerce scalable in their particular use case.